Hello, and thank you for watching and listening. I'm Sharon Porteous, and I'm based at the Inner East Primary Care Partnership in Melbourne's Eastern region. We're funded by the Victorian Government to foster partnerships and collaborations to drive change and improve our local community's health and wellbeing. I'm presenting to you today from Wurundjeri land, and I would like to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and acknowledge that this land always was and always will be Wurundjeri land. The Inner East PCP supported the Forest Hill dementia-friendly community work from 2016 to 2020. This presentation is about co-designing a dementia-friendly anytime cafe in Metropolitan Melbourne and was delivered to the Australian Association of Gerontology 2019 National Conference with my colleague Jamie Edge from Whitehall's Council. Firstly, I'd like to ask you, when was the last time you went out for coffee with friends? Did the cafe staff understand what you wanted? Was it easy for you to order and pay? We all love to be able to go out and have a coffee with friends. It's become a huge part of our culture and our daily life. But what's this experience like if you're a person living with dementia? Do you still want to go out and have a coffee with friends? Of course you do. But how easy is it to find a space that's not too noisy or bright because it makes you feel more confused? Do the staff understand that sometimes you can't find the right words to order? Are they patient if you have difficulty paying for your coffee? These are just some of the challenges a person with dementia might face when they go out for coffee. Today, I'm going to tell you about our work in Forest Hill to find ways that make going out for coffee at any time a real choice for people living with dementia, and how we did this using co-design. Forest Hill is a suburb in the Whitehorse local government area in eastern Melbourne and home to Forest Hill Chase, a mid-sized undercover shopping centre. We know from Dementia Australia that in 2016, Whitehorse had the 4th highest prevalence of dementia in Victoria, and that Forest Hill itself had about 1,400 people living with dementia. With an ageing population, we expect this to grow. Our first step was to talk to the local community. We talked to dementia groups, carers groups and care workers, and we also collected more than 300 surveys. We found that 77% of people we talked to would like to know how to better support people living with dementia. People with dementia also told us that poor health, difficulty moving about, poor signage, crowds and noisy places make it difficult to do the things they enjoy. The consultation was a fantastic way for us to connect with carers and people living with dementia. And as a result, we were able to recruit 8 community members interested in helping us to achieve a local dementia-friendly community. Another great outcome was that we now had a list of ideas for action. Our amazing group of 13 community members and workers started meeting in May 2018. Most of our community members are carers. They are all really committed to our aim of making Forest Hill a place where people living with dementia and their family and friends feel supported to participate in their community. The group discussed the ideas for action and worked together to set criteria and prioritise these. We landed on agreement to focus on helping businesses have an understanding about people with dementia. And this evolved further to work with cafe management and staff to become more dementia friendly so that anyone living with dementia will feel more comfortable and welcome to visit the cafe at any time. But before we talk more of the cafe project, let's discuss co-design. Using this approach has been a very important part of this work, and I think it's fair to say a valuable experience for all group members. Applied to our work, this approach acknowledges that it's really important that people living with dementia and their carers are involved in decision-making and implementing actions. It's important that community and organisational members value and respect each other, and that an environment is created where there is equal power. In what we now think of as the establishment phase, we spent time building rapport and developing good ways of working together. For example, the first meeting of workers and community members was informal, a low-key morning tea so everyone could meet and get to know each other. Even in our current meetings, we still make time for socialising with an afternoon tea break. Rather than using a business meeting format, early meetings were workshop style, with members sitting in a circle of chairs, and an external facilitator used to help ensure that everyone was heard. Also, a lot of butcher's paper was used to help explore ideas and make decisions. Although not intentional at first, the meeting room was booked for extra time before and after meetings, which was really useful for allowing informal chatting. A concerted effort was made to balance the power in the room and create an environment where members are valued and respected as equals. As a group, time was spent exploring and understanding the principles of co-design. The group discussed and created group rules, including what would need to be in place to ensure respect between members and an environment where everyone gets a say. To help support community members feel comfortable, we meet in a local community-friendly venue, and workers leave their organisational hats at the door, like not wearing their worker ID lanyards or business wear. We were lucky to have a balanced number of community and organisational members in the group, and in recognition of community members' time, they were reimbursed with gift vouchers. By the beginning of 2019, the group emerged from establishment to a more action phase. Through discussion, negotiation, sharing decisions and sharing responsibilities, the group has taken a number of actions towards our vision of creating a dementia-friendly anytime cafe. We decided to start working with just one cafe at the centre and went through a lengthy process to select a suitable one. This involved developing selection criteria, creating a rating system, and visits to local cafes for first-hand knowledge. We then approached and gained commitment from the cafe, which involved members of the group meeting with the cafe owner on multiple occasions and getting their agreement to work with us. We developed a training package for the cafe staff. We researched training options and discussed these with the cafe manager, and we decided a 45-minute session delivered by our group would work best. We've developed the group's branding to help bring greater recognition to our work and help people with dementia identify dementia-friendly businesses. This image is a mock-up of the type of signage we hope to see down the track being used by businesses in Forest Hill. While doing this action phase, we've also continued to work using a co-design approach. We were keen to evaluate how this approach worked for the group and surveyed current and past members in August 2019. The survey identified some areas for improvement, including improving orientation for new group members, but it also identified lots of positives. In the survey, our group members responded that they always or mostly feel valued and able to contribute to our aim. They feel they have an equal say, and they also feel they could be honest and share their ideas and opinions. And importantly, they felt included in decision-making. The full report on this evaluation is available on the Inner East PCP website. We were amazed about the continued commitment to the group and felt really proud to be a part of it. Members of the group often expressed the value they saw in coming together and how much they enjoyed working together. Whitehorse Council captured some of this on a short video of some of our group members talking about co-design. The link is on our Dementia Friendly Community webpage. What we've learned is that this work is complex. This picture shows our reflection on how the work has progressed, with key milestones, partners, wins and challenges identified. One of the key positives is the group's ability to be flexible and adjust, compromise and change direction along the way. This has been useful when things beyond our control have happened, such as the cafe deciding to renovate and postponing staff training, and in 2020, a global pandemic. Some of our wins have included attracting funding and the way our community and organisational members are prepared to take on tasks in between meetings and represent the group at events we're invited to. As you can see, co-design can be messy, but that's okay. Our advice to you is make a start. Find community members who are passionate about supporting people living with dementia. Find some organisations that can help and jump in. There are many rewards of using a co-design approach in the dementia-friendly space for the group, for the individual members, for organisations, and for the community. Thank you for watching and listening, and please take a look at the resources the group have developed, and also our co-design evaluation report and the video that I mentioned. The links are all on the Inner East PCP Dementia Friendly Community webpage.